Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Talent Traders. In this video, we are going to discuss about the option scanner live option scanner, which we are finding out trade opportunities. And today we got a lot of opportunities and some of the trades which moves down and some of the trades which given you such a good profit like Polycap and Federal Bank. And one more stock, ICICI and Indus Tower, it's not working today. So we are finding out some trades in the morning, so around on our live session. So we are doing the live session around 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning. So by using our scanners and screeners, we are finding out a trade opportunities by using our Google Sheet scanner, which is helping for find the trade opportunity based on my advanced option strategy, where I find some trades by using. So these are all the today's trade which we find out, and one more thing which we try to take today, Bank Nifty options, but unfortunately it was given me the stop loss and then it moves higher. So we find out on around 436 that should be the breakout, because we are expecting after this huge correction the recovery. So but we find there is an entry opportunity, but we find out the right entry, the stop loss exactly which is triggered, and 432 42 we are keeping the stop loss. It made 29 429 is the low, so almost just about 13 points lower from our entry. And what we are looking for exact reversal, and the gap is filled exactly at this point where I'm looking for this top 722 that got triggered. But what opportunity which we missed out by the 10 points, so no problem. So this is what a trade which we are finding in a real time. So maybe the opportunity which present on the Bank Nifty for a recovery. So, and we suggest that Bank Nifty was gap up opening and it was forming a spinning top like thing in the morning. But you can look at this, even though it is opening gap up, it doesn't break the high. It was not broken the first 15 minutes high, and finally it may broken the low, and after that it is slightly moving lower around 44,045 or 412 is the close. Okay, no problem. So today Bank Nifty we are finding some opportunity, but it was not working well. But even we find out a right entry point, right opportunity, maybe stop. Okay, so in stocks by using our scanners, the Polycap, so 190, which is triggered today. So someone who are discussing on our live session Polycap 3900, and that was a perfect breakout. And based on the news, that was stock moves. 190 is our entry point. So 190, which is triggered around at this point of time near about 132, 115 to 130, and after 190, which is triggered, and immediately it came down to 142, and finally it went up to 256. That is the targeted trade in Polycap. And also monthly positional also today it triggers our target 3550 from 235 almost to 550, near about 550 almost. It is also moving as such a good move. Infosys, which given you the opportunity recently, and now it is more than my target. And ITC, it is already achieved the target. Jindal Steel already moved more than 50. Federal Bank, which we are looking for recently in weekly basis, today morning we are looking for a 6.1. So that is what the stock which we have added, Federal Bank. So around 6.1 that triggers, and closing hours it went around almost. This is also be happening by 115. And PFC that we find out a retracement opportunity 5.6 that works well around 7.2. But ICICI Bank, which we are waiting for the breakout around 34. Here is the stock that we are waiting for a 34 to break out around 960 call option, and it was given you the false breakout around exactly at this point, and it is closed by 26 and it went up to 23. But as per our advanced strategy concept, it is not triggering our stop loss, so we are making a bigger stop loss as well as bigger target. So this was not achieved our target as well as stop loss, because even it was not moving after our breakout, it doesn't move well. Okay, and National Aluminium we find out the retracement opportunity anyone who find today, and that was given you more than 1 rupee. So 3.2 retracement. So it was a previous day trade. We are finding the same level retracement around 3.2, and today 1 rupee is went higher. And this was also be the one of the stock which we are looking, and this is also not broken SR of 2200 and not broken. And Kotak Bank, which we are looking for a breakout. So today in past 15 minutes is nearing to that breakout. It was not given you the such opportunity. So the reason why we are not taking any stock which triggering on the first 15 minutes based on our scanner, That is what a stock option scanner which helping you to find trades, because this is the conditions. Maybe a market opened by the gap up. So look at this, the stock which opened by the gap up, but it could not able to make over and above. So even we find the put, but finally market goes down, but our stop loss got triggered. But even here, that but first 15 minutes high is not broken. So one thing you should remember, why our stop loss is on a bank nifty today. So here you can look at this, the top 902, but in this first 15 minutes high is not broken, but here you can see the first 15 minutes low is broken. The reason began that the time decay. Okay, so even market not breaking the high, it not broken the first 15 minutes high today, but the option breaks the first 15 minutes low, maybe a trap, and due to the time decay, and finally it went. So due to that reason, we always focusing in the money, so not to ATM and OTM. So some of the intraday opportunity which we find out as per our positional entries, we are finding a lot of opportunities that was working well previously, and many stocks, I think almost 21 stock which triggers and stop loss, and almost 3, and maybe even some of the new stock which maybe triggers our stop loss, still we don't know, but 3 stocks which we done the stop loss. And the main aim is to using the sheet to take all the trades. It's not a concept. Okay, first of all, someone were asking me, so how I want to take all the stocks for my trading. So you are not going to take all the stocks for your trading, and that is also not possible, and you need a lot of margin required. So we have to some filters. So the fresh breakout after 9:30. So after 9:30 a.m. so we have to find a fresh breakout. So you will be filtering lot of stocks to ignore the opportunity. But if you the same stock which is returned back to the same entry point, that is also you need to, whether you want to take or not, you should decide. But what the stock which is going to break out, okay, at this point after 9:30, so we may be filtering out a lot of stocks, okay, and gap up and gap down stocks we can ignore if you are following this method. Okay, these two conditions will help us, and also one more condition is about main concept, liquid stocks. Okay, so only liquid stocks you can go for if the stock doesn't have a liquidity, and it will be taking a trade after sudden gap up, then maybe there's something happened. Okay, even if we are seeing some of the liquid stocks, illiquid stocks, we are ignoring it simply, and we are not going to focus that. Okay, so that thing you have to focus, you may be getting. So what is the logic behind this Google sheet? We are going to focus some 5 to 10 entries in a month, that's good enough. Okay, and in weekly basis, that weekly basis we are taken for just about 3 to 4 trades is good enough, only the quality stocks. Okay, as a positional trade, I should hold it for not for an intraday basis. As a positional, if you are holding, so maybe the chances you are going to get some good opportunity in profits, and don't try to attend all the trades. Okay, so you need to, before taking the trade, you have to confirm with the liquidity. So it is very important. Even national aluminum monthly positional, that was given me the target, and weekly we are waiting for the breakout. Doesn't given you the last 2 days. But meanwhile, we find out this is a someone who are asking about the temporary sheet. This is a temp, and I am just looking for a study, one of my strategy, and how we are going to automate it, or how we to find out a real time entry. Because this is a strategy which is going to give you the earlier entry compared to my weekly and monthly positional. But if you are following that, you can see how many stocks which moving more than our entry point. But from there we have to filter out only a liquid and quality stocks. Okay, and in this case, many stocks by the opening itself it is going to be trigger. Okay, so by the open itself you are going to get a trigger about that particular trade, so that you don't want to. So I am just planning to how to avoid such a stock which is triggering the first 15 minutes on this concept. But after 15 minutes, if you find any trade opportunities, because we are finding yesterday, I think one of the stocks is got, sorry, Excel 6.2 as a 2 days holding, today is 9.2. It's increased, but I am just focusing only a quality. LNDFH yesterday is around 5 rupees, and today morning also it is trading 5 rupees. Okay, but I'm not taking any trades. L&T Finance Holding, the strike price is around 132 put option. So here, this put option, look at this, it was a liquidity, low liquidity, but even the trade where we triggers in the 15 minutes time frame, exactly the entry point is around 5 rupees. Okay, the trigger which is happening by the yesterday 12 o'clock. Okay, so after this 12 o'clock it moves down to 4 rupees and today it went up to 7 rupees. And this is a positional trade. We know how to use the stop loss and where to use the stop loss, that thing. So but here it is a purely for a testing purpose, where if it is testing is okay. And even you can see IDFC 3 rupees yesterday's entry, so 114. So lot of stocks given you entry, that is what a major drawback. Okay, if you get a 20-30 stocks in a day, so that should be not a right one. So here I'm just focusing for a put option IDFC. And look at this, yesterday it triggers around at this point, around 10 o'clock 3 rupees. Okay, maybe it triggers in the nearby around in the morning itself. It trigger around 10 o'clock 3 rupees. After 3 rupees it keeps down to 2.4, and we know the stop loss, but it was not triggered our stop loss. And after that 3.7, and today it went up to maximum 4.1. So the lot size is big. And even I was focusing IDFC first bank, I think 83 call option, sorry, 83 put option. Yeah, I think I was tracking that from yesterday. So it is not a trade. And look at this here. I'm just finding this opportunity after 9:30. We got a breakout as 2.8 and in small move, and lot size is big around 15,000, right? So it moved up to 3 rupees, and again it came down towards 2.5, and today it went up to 3.45. This is another opportunity we find out. So this is about the testing purpose. I'm just purely, so a lot of stocks, maybe Polycab, Reliance, Polycab today. That finding the stock is quite difficult here. That I face. What are the drawbacks? I'm just tracking and testing it. But so this is what a more powerful tool which I'm developing right now. So maybe National Aluminum 3.2 to 3.8. Some of the stocks only I just focused. And even today we find 11.9 on uh, Indus Tower, right, 165. But in the same case, Indus Tower 165, same strike price. But our entry point on this sheet is around 7 rupees. I didn't find out that Indus Tower. Maybe I'm just, once you get this conditions is clear. Okay, Indus Tower, yeah. You can see still it is in profit, but as per our weekly sheet, it was triggers our entry point, and then it came down to 9.2. But still it is not triggered our stop loss, but it was giving you some panics net, and it was triggers our entry, then it moves down. Okay, that is the key point which we are developing this one and testing this basis. And maybe only quality stocks, if you are focusing maybe one or two entries, if you are finding, that should be a better opportunity, I think. So but it is a real time. Just yesterday I ran the scanner, and today we can see a lot of stocks. So Atul is not a liquid, HCL, Gujarat Gas, so liquidity issue stocks we got a more, take him. So it was okay. Sun TV yesterday and 1 rupee. So maybe intraday or a quick scalping that we can use it for. But so we have to find out only the quality. Even here in this case, Reliance 2740, it was not triggered, but it moves well. So here you can see our entry point on Reliance, right? This is what a 15 minutes. Our entry point is 36. Okay. So you can see on 18th opening. Look at the 18 opening is not a 36. It never came down to 36. It was started by 83. From 83, it came down to the low 53. 36 is my entry point. Here, it doesn't give you the opportunity because of the gap up. Okay, but still it is trading. So maybe this is the ignorable trade, or I'm not able to take a trade. But Federal Bank 129. So hope you understood. Don't focus for a trade. Only focusing weekly and monthly. And Federal Bank 6.1 on monthly weekly trade. Look at this, today it triggered 6.1 and went up to 7.3. But on this testing basis sheet, we find out the trade 3.8. Okay, so whether it is given me the opportunity or not, 3.8. So look at this in the first 15 minutes on Monday, that got triggered. Okay, so after that, now it is moving higher. You got it? So that major reason we are following the system to testing basis only, purely testing basis. Once I complete it, so maybe some modification and some other ideas which we can implement on this. Sure, this may be a perfect tool to find out the trade opportunities. I hope you understood. The someone was asking about the doubt on this particular time sheet. That's why I'm explaining you how we can effectively do it with weekly and monthly. It's a purely positional trade. Already I made videos regarding how to you do intraday, maybe your indicators or your techniques which you can use on the top list of stocks. Only the top list of stocks. Even if you're following with the reversal trade, and that is also be possible, and you can focus with this particular scanner. Okay, so if you're really interested to about to know more about the scanner, the link which I'm provided on my website link, there you can get the course and you will be getting more details about the scanner too. Thank you for watching. If you have any other doubts and questions, you just comment on the comment box below. Thank you so much.